Hi, this is Ichi, and now I'm going to talk about the assignment 3 for this course. So basically, as showing on the screen, in assignment 3, we are required to write a program that kind of tests whether an input string is a palindrome or not. So basically, here we can see that a palindrome is defined as a phrase that is the same when read from both forward and backwards. And also we see that there's another condition here that we need to ignore those spaces in between. So and yeah, here is the test, and here are some examples here. For example, if we input Bob, B-O-B, then it's a palindrome. But if the Bobby, so because the backward is not the same as forward, so it's not considered as a palindrome. So okay, so let's go to my program here. So first, as usual, I have some headers that showing my name and my course for this. So let's jumping to the program. So basically in this program, first we will just have a function to take the input from the user. So this is the text that we want to test whether it is a palindrome. So after we get this input, we have a helper function called isPalindrome that kind of tests whether the input is a palindrome. If it is true, then we output it is a palindrome. Otherwise, we will output it's not a palindrome. So now let's dive into the detail for the helper function isPalindrome here. So first here in the function here, as you can see, we will first get rid of all the spaces because the space in the text will be ignored. So basically what I did here is I replace all the space with an empty string. So by doing this, all the spaces will be removed. And step 2 is we want to reverse the text, and in the later step we will compare whether the clean text, which is like we have already removed the spaces, and compare that to the reverse text to see if they are the same. If they are the same, that means that the original text after removing the spaces are the same when we read from left to right and we read from right to left. So if they are the same, then we turn true, otherwise we turn false. So that's just the program, and let's do some tests here. So let's run the code, and you can see there's some header here, and we want to enter a word. For example, we enter A, B, C, B, A. So that's a palindrome, obviously. Now let's do some other example here. Let's do, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not a palindrome. So now let's do some more interesting cases with spaces. So let's do 1, 2, 3, space, space, 3, space, 2, space, 1. And it's a palindrome because after removing the spaces, the string just 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, which is a palindrome. So I think that concludes this video for the assignment.